YouTube. How I have missed you. Welcome to the Manifesting You YouTube channel. I just wanted to say I am back. I did take a little bit of a break, and every once in a while, the person that's doing this kind of work, I feel it's beneficial to take a step back, to have a break, and to kind of work on your own energy. And so I'm doing great. I'm excited to be back, and thank you for your patience and continually watching. If you're new, I am so glad that you're here. So also check out, have a great discount on personal readings for the month. And without further ado, let's get started with your reading. Hi Aquarius, welcome to the Manifesting You YouTube channel. This is your Law of Attraction and General Love Tarot reading for the month of April 2017. Please also check out your moon and your rising sign. I think that gives you great insight and understanding into your situation as well. I have shuffled and meditated, and we're ready to get started. All right, Aquarius, the first card here is going to represent what your current desires and objectives are in the month of April. The second card is going to represent what you are valuing and identifying with. The third card is a possible distraction, illusion, or doubt. The fourth card is the strategy and plans for you to take. The fifth card is the right attitude towards yourself and to others. And the last card is going to be the realization or the outcome. All right, Aquarius, I gotta be honest, I'm already excited about your reading. Yay! This is gonna be a good one. Okay, so let's get started. What's important to you in the month of April? We have the Page of Wands. And this is totally up your alley. This is like your sign in its essence. Okay, so with the warmer weather, for those of you that are experiencing kind of spring fever, we are in April. You're ready to get out there, Aquarius. You're like, there's places to go, things to do, people to meet, adventures to be had. This is all about foreign, exotic, new, different, innovative people, innovative situations. You're like, I'm ready to get outside the box, not only mentally, emotionally, but vocationally, vacationally, a vacation. I mean, this guy's barefoot. Like he's just going. He doesn't have luggage. He doesn't have bags. He's out and about. So, if you cannot literally get away, to the other side of the world, maybe some of you are traveling, taking a trip to a foreign location, you're mentally already there. You're mentally planning your next experience. You're craving this. You're craving this variety, this divergence from the norm. It's like, God forbid, it's like you will not be caught in just like stuck routines. I mean, you are a hard worker, but variety is important to you. It's the spice of life. So this is also, things are happening for you, Aquarius. You are probably making new contacts, making new connections, new relationships. This could be news coming in to you from abroad, from people outside of your normal circle. You might be taking a short trip. It could be just a trip away. And what I like about this card too is that there's a purpose behind it. So say if you want to go somewhere exotic, or you want to learn about this culture, you want to increase your knowledge, you want to increase your wisdom and your understanding of why other people do what they do, why they act the way they act. So not only are you about making these new friendships and having these new experiences, study and traveling and learning is just as much as a pleasure to you. Others of you, let's just take this at surface value, face value. This could be you, Aquarius. You could be this young, energetic male, but this could be a young male walking into your life. And you can tell here these people are kind of like double take. They're double taking this person. Wow, who is that? It could be a fire sign, an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and it's got you watching them. It's got you watch their every move. Maybe someone has just There's been this new burst of inspiration, this new fire, this new charisma. This is a very adventurous person. They're fearless, they're courageous, they're young, they have a young energy regardless of age, could be a male. And they're really quite fearless. They move very swiftly. However, so yeah, they've just got charisma and everything, but sometimes this person can act without much forethought, meaning they just act without thinking. They don't really think things through. They can move on a moment's notice and act on a whim. But regardless, Aquarius, somebody or some idea or event or situation is really catching your attention, bottom line. So this is an exciting time for you. There could be a lot of communication going on. So if you're not traveling, it could be a lot of letters, emails, writing back and forth, telephone calls. Maybe you're just like, you're networking, you're talking to all kinds of different people. Regardless, things are happening for you. And that coincides with what you're valuing, what you're identifying with. I mean, can it get much better than this? We have the beautiful Ace of Swords. So what I like about this, Aquarius, is that some of you are feeling really good, as you should be. You're like, you know who you are. You are handling things in an objective way. This is like the pure essence of the air energy. You're thinking your way through life. You're not just acting impulsively. You're finding out the facts. It's very important for you mentally to understand what you're getting yourself into. You're also analyzing. You're trying to analyze the situations in your life. You're trying to understand these things mentally. So for someone to move you, for someone to connect with you, they need to use their intellect. They need to connect with you intellectually, using their logic and reason. And something here, there's activity. There's a lot of activity. There's a lot of fire. There's a lot of passion. Some of this could be a little reckless. Some of it could be a little like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, like slow down, partner. Hold back. Whether this is a business idea, an adventure, a lover, a potential friendship, family, whatever it is. It's exciting. It's thrilling. It's got your attention. But at the same time, you're staying pretty clear-minded, okay? You're not letting anyone mess with you. You're keeping your boundaries. And you're willing to overcome anything. I mean, this snowboarder is done this amazing jump, and it could have been like off this crazy hill that most people are like, wow, how are you going to overcome that? Nope, not for Aquarius. Aquarius is going to find a way. Aquarius is going to find something, even if it's outside the box, even if it's unconventional or unorthodox, you're going to overcome any problem. Nothing's too big for you right now. You have the intellect and the mental capacity to overcome any adversity or challenge because you're willing to face it. You're willing to face it square on, head on. And I feel that you're also looking to resolve a situation. Like, you're like, you know what? Let's not get crazy here. Let's get a solution. Like, that's the goal here. You know, we want to move forward. We don't want to be stuck. We don't want to be moving backward. We want to be moving to our future. And you're incredibly adequate right now, Aquarius. You're finding the strength within yourself. You're realizing that you have the resources, that you have the knowledge, and that you have the power to overcome. I love it. This also is the card of like being, you know, you're undaunted right now. You're undaunted. Maybe you're up against some powerful foes, or you're up against people that are like, whoa, that person's intimidating. That person's fiery, or that situation seems pretty tough. But you're like, nope. You know, I'm undaunted. I know who I am. I know my vision. I know my reality. I know the power of my mind and my belief. And I'm determined to, you know, overcome. And lastly, you are seeking justice in all things right now in your life, okay? You want to right the wrongs, whether that's been done to you, whether that's been done to someone else. You want to champion about a new cause. This could be something that you're really, really passionate about. You want to do what's right in this situation, and you want to establish the truth, not only for yourself, but for your vision. You're accepting what's responsibility. You're not afraid to say, hey, You know, this is my part in this situation. Because at the end of the day, what you want is what's fair, what's just. And I mean, this is so pure. This card is so crisp. It's so fresh. Like, I just feel like, Aquarius, you're just going to cut through the crap, cut through the BS. Like, no one's going to be able to kind of get something past you because you're going to cut through all confusion. And you're going to see through the quote unquote illusions in your life, whether that's perceived or someone's throwing something at you or just kind of everything that's around you. You're seeing beyond it. It's so beautiful. And right now you're about having a clear understanding of yourself and your life and the world around you and finding out what's real. And you're not afraid to be honest. So kudos to you. I'm excited because there's a lot of good vibes around your energy right now. Okay, so let's talk about the possible challenge, distraction, illusion, or doubt. So with all that positivity being said, the thing that the universe is throwing at you or allowing, or the trial that's being possibly tested and put your way, is the Three of Cups. So with your fire and your passionate energy and your pure, clean intellect, we always have to have another element, right? And this is your emotions. So the area that could be a little sticky for you, Aquarius, which there's nothing new under the sun, this is not new in my opinion, is the emotional aspect of what's going on. Whatever this is for you. Now, it is a 3. Whenever we have a 3, it to me it's representative of a group of people. It could be 3 people. It could be a joint venture. It's really those times when we feel together, when we feel a sense of camaraderie, and it could represent a celebration with family, with friends. But emotionally, you know, the challenge is going to be understanding something, because as you can see, here you are, you want, and I think you've gotten this card before, you want to unlock, you want to understand this, you want to understand these emotions. And Aquarius, this may not even be you, this may be someone else in your life, that to get to your goals and your dreams, you have to take in someone's emotions and someone's feelings. And maybe you're just like, I don't have time for that, you know, like there's things to do, like let's use our mind, let's use our intellect. But someone here, whether this is you or someone else, has an emotional problem that needs solving, that needs fixing, that needs understanding, because this card represents answers and it's eluding you at this point, or it's difficult for you to understand. And I feel like whatever this is it's probably driving you crazy because it feels just out of your reach. Like, you know, the answer is out there somewhere, it's floating around, but how can you get access to it? You know, maybe you feel like you have 1,000 keys and you keep putting the keys in the door. Which one's going to open this door? How can I figure this emotional issue out? And, you know, you have to remember, we are in Mercury in retrograde. Okay, I don't know, it's been hitting me the last few days pretty hard. So something might be coming from your past, because we know people, situations, anything that's been unresolved can come up during this time. And it could be related to the emotional aspect of an old relationship, of a family situation, a family secret, something that's not disclosed. And you're like, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Maybe it's just your own, you're trying to understand yourself. Like, why am I not connecting with this person or this situation emotionally? However, with that being said, I feel like regardless, you're not going to give up. Like, you're not going to allow this to bring you down, so to speak, but it might drive you a little crazy. That's what I'm getting. And also, we have to look, it could be a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, and it could also just relate to your own emotional desires surrounding something. Okay, so this is why I got so excited when I saw your reading, because to me, it just shows me that like God and spiritual higher energy is speaking to you when I ask, what is the right path for Aquarius to take? Let me tell you. Let me just give Aquarius their own beautiful card, which is one of like the most awesome cards in the whole deck, the Star. So Aquarius, this is your card, this is your sign. And the answer to like all of your problems is honestly just being you. Now, with that being said, to me, this is also spiritual, and it means that you're connected to the divine. You're connected to higher realms, higher knowledge, higher spiritual, faith, intuition, knowledge. So it's not us. We can't take any credit for this, right? We can't say like, oh, I'm so spiritual. It's God's light in us, right? That makes us shine bright. And that's all you have to do. You just have to sit there, absorb the gifts that you have naturally been given, and be. I mean, she's just chilling. Like, she's not stressing. She's not freaking out. She's not having to go like beat someone over the head with her beliefs. She's not fighting or climbing an uphill battle. No, in fact, she's quite comfortable. She's sitting on a flower petal and she's breathing the fresh, crisp air of the evening. And this divine light is shining for her, saying, never give up, never doubt, always believe, always have hope. Know that divine guidance is here for you right now. I am with you. I am present with you. Be still. Know that I am God. And Aquarius, this is what's so beautiful about you, is that you give this hope. When you are infused with this energy, you cannot but help but radiate this inspiration, because it's oozing out of you. It's coming out of you. It's surrounding you. So the path for you to take is to be filled with this hope within yourself, first and foremost. And from that, once you are adequately inspired and your cup overfloweth, then it's time to be generous. And I have to say, Aquarius, that's one of the things I love about you, is your generosity of spirit, your generosity for humanity, your generosity to help the group, to help humanity, to have such a heart that's just so sacrificial and selfless, that doesn't expect anything in return, but just gives. And lastly, because of that, you deserve this sense of serenity. So what I like about this is, if this is really troubling you, if this is like really tough, this emotional issue, guess what the answer is? Guess what God and your spirit and your intuition wants for yourself? It wants you to be peaceful. It wants you to be serene and be able to enjoy a peace of mind. You deserve that. Have faith in the future. Think positively. Continue to think positively, even if you don't know all the answers. Count your blessings. Count the blessings that are present now, and continue to believe. Know that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. No matter how far it seems, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, because this is almost like, it's the dark of the night, and here's the light at the end of the tunnel. And allow yourself to feel this feeling of great expectation, like knowing that something great is on the horizon, knowing that something even better is coming for you. Even if you're enjoying an amazing time now, have like a hope of even something bigger, even more visions being fulfilled, even greater hopes and goals being reached. And regain your own inner motivation to continue, whatever that looks like for you, whatever that takes. You're going to be stimulated by these higher realms, by this higher knowledge. You're going to start creating and receiving the answer by taking this time to be true to your highest identity, highest self. So, we could go on and on. I could talk about that all day, but okay, the right attitude to have towards yourself and others. So this is interesting. We do have the 10 of Cups, and it was funny because I was picking up on with the 3 of Cups that something here is troubling you. For some of you, it's relating to family, friends, or intimate connections. The 10 of Cups is really about what makes you feel home. It could be literal. It could be like your place of home. Maybe you just need to take a break. You need to go to your place of refuge, go back home, visit family, visit friends. It could also just be your town, your home of residence, something that makes you feel nostalgic. Others of you, it could be connecting with people from your childhood, people from the past. Once again, Mercury in retrograde, it brings up, okay, I'm kind of starting to get this. Some of you Aquariuses are having stuff from the past, family, past issues are coming up for you that are wanting to be healed, wanting to be solved. So really, if that is resonating, think about the good times. Think about that nostalgia. Think about, that rainbow, those things that make you feel comforted, that make you feel ease, that make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. This is about you finding emotional contentment. And even if things were painful, even if things, were troubled, there's always a blessing, right? There's always something that you can reminisce about and that you can connect with. Maybe if you haven't been getting along with someone or something, you can think about the good times that you had with that person. Something from your past, Aquarius, from your home related to your family is going to bring you comfort this month. And it may offer you some type of emotional satisfaction, especially if you are out there championing, being very passionate about something, moving things forward, expanding yourself. You might need this kind of time, this serene home life to connect with, to rejuvenate your batteries, and to ground. Emotional stability, knowing someone is there for you. Building and focusing on those things that are lasting and enduring. So building a family, marriage, relationships. And maybe you don't have to stay there, but there's something that needs to be, and I almost feel like it's connected with this Three of Cups. There's something connected emotionally in the past, in the home, in the family. And if that's not an issue, it could just be internally, how you feel at home. Where do you feel safe? Maybe what you consider home now is a group of people or an organization, but focusing on the good things, focusing on what makes you feel good, not bad, in relationship with other people. So by the end of the month, I mean, Aquarius, this is an amazing month. Like, we have the Nine of Cups. Like, this is your wish card. This is your wish card. And I honestly think that you are being so favored because you are having the right attitude. You're not going to let things get you down. You're not going to give in to the illusions. You're going to see past it. This is about you achieving what you desire. It's about you obtaining your emotional goals. What does that look like to you? This is a triumphant card. So if you are working with a group, if it could, friendship, relationship, organization, work, it's not just you alone, Aquarius, and we know that. We know that it's, you're meant to help other people. And you're going to do this together. You're going to be triumphant together. You're going to help be that light and that inspiration to bring triumph, not only to yourself, but to those around you as a group victory. And I think you're just going to be pleased as punch about it, Aquarius. I think you're going to feel really good, and you deserve to. You're going to be like, see, I told you, if you do it a certain way, it works, And I think that you're also going to probably start maybe doing some things that you enjoy, like having a meal that you really enjoy, like having pleasures, doing things that make you feel good, appreciating the arts, going to a concert, just relaxing, and finally just saying, you know what, I've worked hard, I deserve this, I deserve to have fun, I deserve to maybe have like a luxurious spa day or a delicious meal, like we've earned it, we've earned this. And this is honestly, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move a mountain. Well, here we go. Things almost appear as if by magic, but we know it's not just magic. We know that faith and belief and hope and optimism, that does something in the universe, that ushers in magical miracles. So, pleasures, travel, contented relationships, inspiring jobs, overwhelming satisfaction. And I feel strongly, Aquarius, this is because of your deeper knowledge. This is because of your spiritual connection. It's because of the gift of your mind and of the purpose that you are meant to play in humanity. So, yeah, really powerful, super exciting. I think it's going to be a fantastic month. And I hope that has been helpful. So that's going to complete your law of attraction reading. As if that's not enough, let's go ahead and get started with the love reading. All right, Aquarius, the first card here is going to represent your expectations, hopes, fears for love in the month of April. The second card is going to represent the obstacle or the challenge to overcome. And the third card is going to represent the realization or the outcome. We do have the Four of Pentacles. So some of you are dealing with an earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But I do feel for many of you, this has to do with your energy. Now, as you can see, Here's a guy, he's got all his pentacles and his discs, and he's holding pretty tight. He's clinging to what he has, okay? He's got his feet on the ground. He's like, you're not going anywhere, okay? Now, this can represent someone that is quite possessive. It could be you, it could be someone in your life. If you're single, as you can tell, this is a financial thing, it's money. It could be just that like you're really having to work hard right now. You're having to keep a real tight grasp on your finances. Others of you could have a possessive partner, or you're afraid to have someone that's overly possessive because this guy is like mine, you know, me, mine, this is, you know, my possession. But regardless, Aquarius, you're focused on keeping something status quo. And I don't know what that is. Maybe it's your lifestyle. Maybe, you know, like you want a relationship, but you want it on your terms. You know, it's like it kind of has to fit into these parameters for it to work for you. Someone in the relationship needs money. You know, it's like I really got to focus on budgeting, and I have all these plans, I have all these dreams, and so financially, I've really got to be cautious right now. Others of you could be like declaring ownership over someone, like wanting to just be in control, wanting to maintain control of the situation. And there is a feeling with the Four of Pentacles where someone is denying weakness. Someone is denying, you know, someone's really tough on the surface. Like, no, I'm fine, I'm good, I have no problems, I have no issues, like I don't need you, or whatever. Directing the situation. This person definitely wants to be in charge and is really demanding that it's like my way or the highway, you know, like this is how it's going to be or not at all. For others of you, if you're in a relationship, I mean, the Four of Pentacles isn't always bad because sometimes we need this structure. We need someone to really enforce boundaries. So this could be you just knowing yourself at this time, whether you're single or in a relationship or dating, and saying, you know, like, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. I have to set my own limits. I have to set my own rules if I want to be successful. Because maybe your career and your vision is really where your passion and your heart is. You know, you have to maintain control of your time and your energies. Now, if you are in a relationship, there is, like I said, wanting the status quo, wanting things to stay the same, and there can be a refusal to try something different. It's like that's not even an option. So stagnating or holding on to something. I mean, it's clear he's holding on. He's like he's got his feet and his hands. He's just grasping onto it. So there's a blocked energy here. I feel that, you know, if you're in a relationship, Aquarius, questions about ownership, who's in charge, hanging on to someone or something longer maybe than is necessary or needed, being rigid and closed off and maybe blocking. And that could kind of resonate with the Law of Attraction reading because there was an issue with the emotions. You know, mentally, everything's in order, everything's in control. But when it comes to kind of that free-flowing, spontaneous, emotional response, there was a block there. And so something is emotional. It could be emotional. Lots of things can be blocked, but something is being stagnated and blocked. And there's an isolation to the Four of Pentacles where the fear is of scarcity of some sort, of not having enough. So there might be a need to kind of keep to oneself. Okay, so as far as the challenge or the obstacle to overcome, we do have the Six of Swords. It is in the reverse. So honestly, Aquarius, instead of moving away from troubled times or difficult times, this may not even be you, but someone is actually running into them. So, and this, honestly, it could be a partner kind of running towards you with an issue of some type. This card is kind of saying like you're not out of the woods yet, okay? There could be delays, and it could be communication. Once again, Mercury in retrograde, this is a sword, so it represents your intellect. Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, it could be your communication with someone else. And maybe you're just going to feel like, man, I'm doing all this work, or I've worked so hard, or whatever, and it's just like we're not getting anywhere. There's not been enough progress. Somebody is stuck mentally. They're just stuck. And it could be you. I mean, this could be you. But regardless, it's almost like maybe you don't feel like you have any other options. Like you don't know what else to do. It is about sinking or swimming at this time. It's like it's now or never. And you may decide to stand your ground. That may be why you're holding so firm on some opinion or some belief. But there's going to be a temptation for someone to want to either run away or just to feel like this is just too much. This is just too stressful. It can be travel, returning from travel, having disrupted travel plans. And you may really be trying to distance yourself, you or your partner, from the situation, but you're just realizing that there's just not a lot of progress being made. And this could strongly be the time of year, the Mercury in retrograde. And it's requiring you to have more faith and belief, which makes sense why the law of attraction was focusing, because this can be a pretty tough energy. So it's about having the belief that something can be done to turn the situation around. It's like it might be time for everyone to open up and air their grievances about past experiences. And all of a sudden, these are like revelations that are coming in. And granted, that should help, but it's almost like unleashing this new wave of all this emotional reaction. But I feel that if that happens, Aquarius, it was necessary because there's some blockage. There's something not flowing. It's necessary in order for it to kind of come up, clear the air, and then put it past you and move on. I do feel that, you want to make a fresh start here. You want to make a fresh start. And better times are coming. You just have to hang in there. One of you could be feeling just mentally all over the place, like really disorganized. There can be indecision, there can be fear. It's like feeling duty bound to stay in a bad or difficult situation and just feeling kind of paralyzed by it mentally. It's like this could be your own thing or their own thing, or it could be kind of like someone that just brainwashed you or programmed you to be like, this is how it is, this is how it's always going to be. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Aquarius, I feel like for those of you that this is resonating with, if you're in a relationship or dating, some of you are feeling like you're in just a difficult situation. Like there's no clear-cut, easy answer. Maybe you just feel like you can't leave, even if you wanted to. And maybe that's why you're being so like structure and boundaries and just seeing it one way, because you just honestly don't know how to even deal with it. You feel like you can't leave even if you wanted to, okay? And this can be really emotionally hard on you and destructive and draining. It can also represent a partner just disappearing and leaving, or something is discovered. But regardless, I do feel that there are going to be some issues kind of cropping up between you and partner, or just even you emotionally on your own this month. Things from the past surfacing up. All right, so realization or outcome. Oh, Aquarius, I don't know. Some of you, this is going to be tough. This is the Empress in reverse. So it's like when she's in her upright, she's stable, she's peaceful, she's flowing. It's like everything's just coming out of her. And so when she's in the reverse, it's like stability is just out the window. Emotional, stability is out the window. There's a lack of stability here. There's a lack of growth. It's like it's just however things have been being addressed is not working. It's not the right time. It's unseasonal. Like no matter how hard you try with a person or situation, it's just not moving. And so the definition of insanity is just doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. It's like it's heading to a dead end. It's going nowhere. You or your partner could have mother issues. It could represent like a mother, an absent mother. You or your partner could be smothering one or the other, just demanding. Someone could be manipulative, needy, or jealous, and overly protective. And it can represent affairs. I mean, based on this card and this card, like some secrets could be revealed. Infidelity, affairs, a scandal. I mean, this is intense stuff. But if this relationship is not working, you're going to see some issues coming up. And it could just be, Aquarius, that like there's something you want to change about yourself, where, you know, you want to be able to feel good in your own skin. And you might be just at the point where, you know, in order to move forward, I need to take care of me. I need to start doing those things that nurture my body, my mind, my soul. This situation may have been so draining and taxing because maybe you've been in a situation out of loyalty and duty, and you've lost yourself. You've lost a piece of yourself. And there is a disconnect with emotions when the Empress reverses. It's like, it's superficial. Things are on a more mental level, but when it comes to expressing how you really feel, Aquarius, you may feel blocked, like your emotions are, you know, taking it from that stage of being idealistic in love and bringing it to your heart, bringing it to connect with your partner. Your heart may become cold or closed. You may feel disconnected from your partner, or just you've lost touch from one another. And passion and intimate touching may be lacking. The biggest thing I'm getting, Aquarius, is if you want to save this relationship, like, you kind of have to, like, there's a lot of things coming up for some of you, especially with this Mercury in retrograde. It's like you're going to try to make it better by using the same methods. It's not working. In fact, it's making it worse. And it's getting to the point where something has to change. And if you want to salvage it, you have to, like, take action now. You know, you have to work hard. You and your partner have to work hard to get it back to where you want it to be, where it's flourishing, where it's open, it's expressive, it's healing. If there's a commitment issue, you know, and honestly, some of you, Aquarius, just want to be alone, just want to be single. Just, you know, this is a commitment issue. Like, what it comes down to is just wanting to be independent. It's like this situation isn't fitting what works for you. Once it gets serious, once it gets really intense, someone is bailing. Someone wants out as soon as it starts getting serious, like to settle down. And that could be because you're protecting your freedom, or they're protecting their freedom. And the question to ask is, what are you really afraid of? So, I'm really glad that the Law of Attraction reading was so positive, because that's who you are. I do, you know, I just have to read the truth as it is. I'm sorry if it was a little intense, but this is what's coming through. So, for those that this message is meant for, I think that some deeper issues are going to be coming up as far as relationships go, but I know, Aquarius, that you will do what is right. I know that you will search yourself, that you will seek for the answers, and that at the end of the day, you can create whatever you desire in your relationships. So regardless, you're going to be victorious, Aquarius, and I really hope this reading has helped. This is going to complete your love reading. If it has, as always, please like and subscribe to the channel. That makes sure you get all the messages, the tips and tools on how to manifest and be your highest and best self. Aquarius, I appreciate you very much, and have a beautiful rest of your day.